Alrighty, hey guys, welcome to the You Thought This Was Normal podcast. This is just our introduction episode, and then see what happens. Just gets wild. I'm Kai. I'm a psychology major. Yeah. Oh, I use all pronouns.
Hola, I'm Andrea. I am a pre-vet major. I am she, her.
I'm Janisa. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a business major, or business administration.
What is up? I'm Christopher. I am an art studio major with an emphasis in sequential drawing. If you know what that means, you're my favorite. And I use he, him pronouns.
Alright, my name is Emma. I'm an elementary and special education major, and I use she, her.
I'm Dakota. I'm a creative writing major, and I use she, her.
Hi, my name is Hunter. I'm a psychology major, and I use he, him pronouns.
So we're going to talk about books now. But what's everyone been reading recently?
We're starting off with you.
Let me talk. Okay, hold on. Let me go to the Kindle Unlimited account.
Throwing bills at
Oh my god.
No, stripper.
Why the Kindle Unlimited?
The Kindle Unlimited.
It's not for free.
Okay, so in the last week, I finished this book called Capture the Moment. Beautifully written. Finished in 2 days. This is the one where he ate her out on the beach.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, okay, in the book, he picked up. First of all, they're standing in the middle of water. What?
Wait, is it the hockey player one?
Yeah, it's the hockey player one. He picks her. They're standing in the middle of the water. He picks her up, puts her on his shoulders, and eats her out there.
That is so hot.
Top shit, as you should.
That is hot. I'm just saying, if that happened to me, coming rivers.
Anyway. Alright, so normally I'm a romantasy girly, but also I need a break from Sarah J. Maas.
That's so real.
Fair.
So at the moment, I'm restarting Interview with a Vampire by Anne Rice.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Emma. And low-key, it's stabbing my heart and twisting it, because what the fuck?
Yeah, she'll do that.
So I watched season 1 of the show, the new show, the one with,
Hottie
I don't remember.
Hot and Mr. Hot Hot.
yeah, what Chris said. I don't remember their actors' names, but
Am I wrong?
it's the one where Claudia is technically 14 when she's changed. But yeah, no, I watched season 1 of the show, and then I started the book, and I really need to pick it back up, because I'm not very far into it, actually. Hold on, I might have it on me. I'm going to pass you to Chris for a second.
Alright, we can't have a podcast full of gay people and not talk about fan fiction, so I'm here to break that ice circle. So I've been reading a Danny Phantom fan fiction called You Wouldn't Like Me Alive, and it is... Girl!
Also, not my bookmark. Oh, shit. Not my bookmark for Interview with a Vampire being mushrooms.
Real. But no, the way that this fucking fic has me gagged. Like, it's so beautifully written. Not that kind of gag, you fucking freak. But it's like the first chapter, right? So if you're not familiar with the formula of a Danny Phantom episode, 1, you're too young to be listening to this. It's 9 o'clock. Go talk to your mom and go to bed.
This is not a family-friendly podcast.
Not at all.
We need to put a disclaimer.
My little cousin.
Random disclaimer.
Family friendly.
It's so beautifully written, and it has such a dramatic prose on, like, the difference between life and death. Like, have y'all ever read a fic that's so good that you want to cry?
Yes.
Crimson Rivers.
Same. I don't read it.
I don't read fan fiction.
Okay, this is for the Marauders. Crimson Rivers and all the young dudes.
Wait, yeah, I read Marauders.
Yeah, Marauders. Crimson Rivers and all the young dudes. I still have not recovered. I don't think I can actually recover after reading both of those because, and I read them several years ago, and I am still in so much pain because the prank, if you know, you know.
Yeah. Okay, no, a fic that absolutely genuinely killed me is I was a Dream SMP kid. Can you tell? Look at me.
How can they look
I
at
can't
you?
see you.
Look me up on all of my social medias. All right. My socials are. But But no, I read Passerine, and I remember specifically reading it. And if you weren't a Dream SMP kid, I'm so happy for you. You went outside and touched grass during the pandemic. I didn't. But I read it, and my mom came to get me for dinner, and I was genuinely ugly crying, like full-on sobbing. And then there was one where, like, Tommy and, like, the whole, like, Sleepy Boy Inc. crew was, like, they were, like, street racers. It was a really good idea. Personally, I love a good race. I love drag racing. I love NASCAR. Fuck F1. I hate F1 and their pretentious European acts.
I know somebody that would have beef with you.
My roommate has beef with me. Don't worry. Alright, who else is reading books?
Literally, I think it's just us three.
Hey!
What's the fire? It has been
What?
an entire year since I've completed a book.
You're in college! You're a psychology major!
Yeah, I'm a psychology major.
We
I'm
don't have time
reading
to read.
Sigmund Freud. I don't have time to read fucking Colleen Hoover. On my
Wait, why would you be reading Colleen Hoover?
Psychological thriller, probably.
That's a real.
What's that one book called with the butterfly on it?
We don't talk about that book. I'm just saying.
It ends with us, I think, actually.
I'm gonna say something really hot take. If you like Colleen Hoover, get the fuck off this podcast.
No, that's so
I
rude.
agree.
Get the fuck out with that bitch.
If you are a Colleen Hoover reader, you are not welcome. Unless you have... There's one Colleen Hoover reader that we accept, and she's not here right now.
So
But-
we can't laugh at our son's big balls.
Wait, what?
But yeah, no, psych majors don't have time to fucking read. We're reading about Sigmund Freud and his mommy and cocaine issues.
No, I don't want to hear it. Okay, hold on. No. Just this week.
Calm down.
No. Just this week, I have a sculpture due. I have an oil painting due.
You're the one that decided to take 18 credits.
18? Hey, you too! Man, if I want to graduate on time, I have to. At least take 18 credits a semester. One semester with 19.
So you do hate yourself. Okay,
No, I'm an art major. What did you expect?
I'm a STEM major, man.
I am a creative writing major, as you know, and I do not read.
And that's on period.
Because I have to read a whole bunch of like short stories and books for classes.
I can't.
But I kind of just skip.
Good.
They're not good.
And they're not good.
It's
It's the
super
thing.
boring.
I've been in the class with you. They're not good.
I'm literally reading a book right now, and it's so freaking depressing. It's about death.
Right.
Aren't most books?
I don't remember the book. It was the one I told you.
A Little
earlier.
Life?
No.
Huh?
No.
I like this little life.
Yeah, it's very boring. Oh God damn it!
I will say the last book I like real book that I finished was The Secret History by Donna Tartt. And that shit was so tea. That was so tea.
Actually, I lied. I haven't read a book recently. It's
Diary of One.
No! Get out!
Which one?
Hey, the most recent one.
Okay, I bought one.
Hot Mess, I think.
No, I
bought one.
Not the best.
I hated that book just because the main character was so insufferable.
Okay. Y'all think that Diary of a Weekend, like books like that, are like stupid books? Kids who read those books actually have higher reading levels than kids who don't.
Oh yeah!
So like, I have a high ass fucking level. I read it at 12th grade level in 4th grade.
Okay, no, here's my thing is, the main character in that fucking book is so insufferable and so selfish that I could not deal with it.
It's meant for little kids, Chris.
You know what I was reading? I was reading Wings of Fire. I was reading about
Warrior Cast. Your point?
So I was also reading Warrior Cat.
I was reading Warrior
No. Survivors are better. I like the donk ones better. And stuff.
Shut up!
Yes!
Chris,
Okay, inside voice.
I'm not ready.
You calm it down a little bit.
My bad.
We are in a
My bad.
Yeah.
I'll be like, excuse me, it's not even 5 hours yet.
See, me personally, I was in middle school, is that what we're talking, right?
Just in general, honestly.
So, like, my go-to series in middle school was the Percy Jackson series, specifically Heroes of Olympus.
No, real.
I think I read the, oh gosh, what's the last one? No, the one, not the last one, the one where they, spoilers, I'm gonna give you a few seconds. The one where Percy and Annabeth fell into Tartarus.
Oh, Mark of Athena. I
Yes.
have that one.
I read Mark of Athena so many times, but also when I wasn't reading Percy Jackson, the romantasy started young. Because I was reading the selection series, Red Queen.
Oh my gosh, shut up. I love this book. This is such a good book.
Guys, I was reading Maximum Ride.
Oh, but I was also reading a lot of Jodi Picoult, which probably shouldn't have been reading in junior high.
Probably not. No.
But honestly, it eats.
Okay, what is a required book that you had to read for school that you actually liked? Because mine was The Giver. I fucking love The Giver, and there's this book called Spirit Bear, and we had to read it in 7th grade. And it was about this this kid, and he was like a juvenile delinquent, but he was in Alaska, and so like they have different programs and shit up there. And so he got like excommunicated to an island, and it was honestly, go read the book. That's your homework.
Mine was The Outsider, which is lovely.
It was great. Weird books in high school at my private Catholic high school.
Imagine
So-
going to a Catholic school.
Okay, we don't have to talk about being going to a Catholic high school. We don't have to talk about that.
Oh,
One, like,
and look how you turned out.
I know. Literally, someone asked me, "Is that what you're gay?" I'm like, yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
Honestly. Anyways, I can't think of one. I have 3 that came to my head. Catcher in the Rye. We read that sophomore, junior year. I can't remember. Lord of the Flies. That was freshman year, which is actually really good. And then Night, which is
By Elie Wiesel.
yep. I was fucking sobbing at the end of that because it's so good. Y'all know what Night is?
No.
No.
It's a Holocaust book.
It's a
Oh,
speaking of, let me see.
Wait, hold on. What was the name? The Book Thief. The Book Thief is such a good book.
Oh.
Genuinely had me sobbing.
Anyway, Hunter, what's yours?
What I really liked The Great Gatsby. That was I know it's like kind of cliche and short, but I thought it was a pretty neat story.
But it's so real.
Honestly, I'm gonna be so real. I hated The Great Gatsby.
Why?
I couldn't get into it. It was so dry.
Do you want to know what a book like when I was like a child? And I feel like I'm the only person like maybe it was a fever dream, but it was called. I remember it was called 8 Keys.
I feel like I heard of that.
It's just called 8 Keys. I remember one time at the school library, I checked out a copy of 8 Keys, and there was a fucking golden ticket in it, like from Charlie Brown.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Like Charlie Brown, last I checked in
I've got a golden ticket.
I got a golden ticket, and then I got to like get a prize from the library, and it was,
That's
that
cool.
was a cool memory.
Wait, did anybody else read the book Chrysanthemum as a kid?
Yes.
I thought that book was a fever dream for the longest time.
Okay. Anyway, what's Andy's?
Some books I read was Prisoner B3807. That was a
Oh.
fun book.
Can I see the cover?
It's about the Holocaust.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it goes deep. It goes deep. Search it up, man.
It's a really good book.
Also, I read My Sister's Keeper.
Oh.
I hate the ending.
Did you read the Traveling Jeans as a kid?
I read it, but I can't remember it. If I'm being very honest with you, man.
It was a fever dream. I don't remember it.
I also read I Am Princess X. I also read The Great Gatsby. Hamlet.
Oh my God, Hamlet.
Bro, I read Macbeth. I read Macbeth 3 times.
We had to read that too. I love to skim through it.
Did you guys read Of Mice and Men?
Did you guys read?
I love Hamlet.
Yes.
Wait,
that book.
me too.
Wait, what?
Can we talk about
So thin.
Of
and
what?
So you can go
Of Mice and Men?
Yeah, Mice and Men.
Can we
I love
talk
it.
about how
Just think of the
creepy the husband was?
Yes.
Him and his glove full of Vaseline.
Crazy.
Mice and Men.
Yeah.
Like on Steinbeck.
But anyway, no,
If you're in 7th grade, go do your homework, read Mice and Men.
I had 3 that actually stood out to me a lot that I read. And then just in no particular order, it was Grapes of Wrath.
Another John Steinbeck book.
Yeah, I love John Steinbeck.
Oh my god.
That's arguably tied with Animal Farm though, which is George Orwell's.
I didn't like
Animal
Which considering
I hated Animal
I also
I
hated
loved
Animal
it.
Farm.
It was awful.
considering the
It was
politics
just
right now,
boring.
I'm not gonna get super political here.
Fair.
Like considering the politics right now, go read that book. And then the second book is Night by Elie Wiesel. That's also a really good book, and I think everyone should go read it at least once.
Did you guys have to read To Kill a Mockingjay?
Or
Yes, yes,
I'm so
8th
sorry.
grade. I loved
So,
it.
fun fact, that book was banned at my school.
Are you serious?
Really? Actually, wait, no, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
The Sister
But
Sleep.
also had that one white kid in class that was a little too eager to say the N-word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But
Considering the
my,
population of my school, no.
This is for you.
the third book that really stood out to me was Glass Castle by Janae Walls. I read it in my advanced placement English class that I took in 8th grade.
Oh.
So I took actual AP Lit in actual high school, but this was a class I was bumped up from, so I was taking 8th grade English in 6th grade. In 6th grade, I'm just a smarty pants. Leave me be.
You fucking nerd.
But I will say, Glass Castle has some hefty trigger warnings, but it is a really good read. It's a hard read, just because of some of the content, but it is so good. Just any of Janae Wall's books, and then it has a movie to go with it, and I really like the movie. So, shameless plug, go watch it.
I just don't. You know what book I started, but like I just don't feel like I could go back to it because first of all, it's been too long. Second of all, it's fucking giant. It's called like the Prairie of the Orange Tree or something. And it's
The
like,
Priory of the Orange Tree?
yeah, I made it through like a little bit of it at the beginning, but then like I put it down because like ADHD. And then now it's been like months, and it's like I don't want to restart it, but also if I keep reading it, I'm not gonna know what's happening. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, let's just never pick it up again then.
I'm gonna be so real for you. I had the same problem with A Court of Thorns and Roses, but then somebody recommended to use it as like a podcast or something. Listen to the audiobook.
So here's the thing, right? I have a copy of A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I let someone borrow it.
Is that someone, Janisa?
I told you I would give it back if you asked for it back. Because I haven't read it.
I want you to read it and finish it.
I've tried. I just haven't sat down to read it.
I literally checked out a copy from the university library. I'm probably gonna get charged like $80.
Okay, we talk about books we love. What's one book that you can't ever read again?
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Mm.
My older sister would read it to me before bed and then give me nightmares.
Kyle was the like really
Kai's tweaking for a second because this isn't a book I would never want to read again. It's a book that has my whole heart. And I also think everyone should go read it. I read it. This is one I read in AP Lit that got banned at my school, but that's a whole thing. Iowa schools go wild.
Yeah, they're not great.
But Their Eyes Were Watching God. That is such a good fucking book and the movie.
Sounds freaky.
It's really good. There is some sexual assault in it and physical abuse.
That's probably why. That's why it's banned. 1000%.
Oh yeah, but yeah, go watch it. But anyway, hold on, Chris. The one book I can never pick back up again, Hunter. I'm so sorry. I fucking hate The Great Gatsby.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I did a psychological analysis on it.
Oh, okay.
It's actually what got me. It's actually one of the essays that got me one of my psychology scholarships. But Jake Gatsby
Is a bitch.
is a manipulative piece of shit, and I'm glad that bitch died.
The whole point of the book is the fact that they're bad people.
The point of the book is that Jake Gatsby's a bitch, and he needs to get over his ex-fling.
It's about like I don't know, like the evil, like you got money, new money, old money.
Yeah.
And they're like fucking evil.
Though the musical's pretty good.
I'm just saying this loud so one of the mics can pick me up. I did really like the I have gained a mic. I do really like the implications and the what's the word? Symbolism of the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg. Also the green light.
Yes.
Only two good things about that fucking book.
I remember when they hit that one bitch with a car.
Yes!
I smacked.
I remember them describing her as having a thickish figure when she came down the stairs.
Oh
And I'm sitting in there with my in my like Christian high school, and the teacher would ask one of them to talk about the chapter, and she the other classmate couldn't say what describe the woman because of the word choice, and I was just like, she's thick. It was like she's thick.
See that in mechanic school. See how well that gets you. See what happened exactly.
So in my junior year of high school, we had to read The Great Gatsby, and my teacher, Miss Lemley, if you're listening to this, I love you, Pookie. Shout out. But you can't see this, but Hunter just did the little heart with his fingers. But we were reading it, and she was like, "You guys can do literally anything for this final project." So I built a recreation of The Great Gatsby in Minecraft.
Oh my god.
I'm specifically looking for a book that I sent you. You know the book about the pegging chapter? Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Oh, what? Okay, but a book I can never read again is Tracks. I can't remember the author, but so it's about it's just, how do I put this? Oh boy. There is so much generational trauma that if you're white, you can read this and be like, oh, that's sad. But if you are indigenous in any capacity, you're gonna be like, oh no. The alcoholism in the Tracks. Oh my god, I read it, Miss Lumley, shout out. Don't look at me like that. But she was like, you guys should read this, it's really good. And she's also indigenous. She was like the only other indigenous person in the small ass town I came from. Oh. But yeah, that's a book I can't read no more, this book. Oh god, Kai has feelings.
I have a lot of feelings, y'all will get used to this. So, I will preface this, I was depressed as hell in high school. So, there's a book that I would love to pick up again. That is also probably a banned book, low-key. But it's The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien.
That sounds so familiar.
It's about, so basically, it follows the stories of a young man and his grandfather, I believe. It's been a few years since I read this. And he's telling him stories. The grandfather is telling the grandchild stories about how he served in the Vietnam War and his company that he served with. Yeah. And it's really fucking heartbreaking. For those who have read it, but for those that have read it, there is. I'm simply just going to say. I'm going to say a few words, and if you've read it, you'll get it. The baby water buffalo scene. That is all. It is such a sad book, but it is a really good read. It's, from a psychological point of view, it's a lot about overcoming generational traumas and how PTSD really does affect someone, because the grandfather in the book, he was drafted into the Vietnam War at 17.
Damn.
He was barely old enough. And then, I'm not going to spoil it, but Rose seen some shit as Vietnam was.
One book I can't ever read again. Oh, fuck. Why did I have this question? I'm like, it's nearly going through my head. Oh, any of the Twilight books. I fucking despise Twilight.
Whoa.
I hate Twilight. I will never.
I hate that white-ass Mormon bitch with a passion.
I'm just saying, book Stephanie Meyer.
But the Twilight books are funny.
No, they're not. They're
They're funny.
Taylor Lautner.
I didn't say they were good. Oh, Taylor Lautner, absolute smash. No.
Alice Coleman.
And that was
Wrong. Next question.
It's part of
Wrong. Next
you
question.
here. Let me bring another debate, guys.
Her Bob was fine.
I'll bring another debate. A book I could never read, plus I would never read, and it's a series. It's Harry Potter.
And that's real.
I have feelings.
You should keep from the context, guys.
I know.
Context, guys. I am a very, very religious person. I'm Christian. by Dominatrix and Hostel. I was not allowed to read that book at all.
Okay.
Nor was I allowed to watch any of those.
That J.K. Rowling's just a shitty
read
person.
it though. Like there's
Okay, I was not allowed to.
It's not that remarkable of a book. I'm gonna be so for
I
real.
was like, I think teens because of the voodoo stuff in it. Also, my mom
just
was
saying
also
J.K.
that
Rowling
I
isn't
watched
that
Wings
good
as a
of a
little
writer
girl,
if you
so
look at
that
her
was
work.
a lot. I would say
Oh,
Despise her person.
Anyway,
I found my books.
you found your books, Janisa?
I found my books.
the one book I will never read again. That since you brought up Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire, hated it. Goblet of Fire, it is so boring. It is so stupid.
We know Cedric's
I'm not even talking about Cedric Diggory. I'm not even talking about him.
I actually, that's an inside thought.
I am so upset at the fact that
What Voldemort says, I can touch you now.
what
Touches
what
your-
happens? Yeah,
Is that what he's from?
they put his name in, and they put like a
Yes.
fake fourth school name in there,
Yeah.
and then that was able to get past the fucking Goblet of Fire in the most powerful wizarding school in the continent of Europe.
Oh yeah, Harry Potter racist as fuck.
I
Also,
just want to talk about
can-
this TV writing.
Can we talk about? I don't even want a mic for this because I'm just loud. Can we talk about the difference between the book and the movie for just the line, Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
It was so much calmer in the book.
Have opinions.
So much calmer
In the book. Do you want to be the book or the movie? You can be the book.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. That's why I'm in the book.
Okay.
Like, the line in the book is quite literally just Dumbledore asking. It literally says, Dumbledore asked calmly, Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? The movie, however,
Goes a little bit like this. Headphone warning. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
it's yes. I
Bro is crashing the fuck out.
I say, there are some things that the book to movie, I'm happy they did, but there's some things that I wish they did put in. Like, I wanted Peeves in the fucking movies. He's one of the ghosts of Hogwarts. He's a little trickster. He's a little asshole.
Yes. He's technically a poltergeist.
That shitty ass writing in Harry Potter. Come on. No, I'm not dropping this because okay. So one,
JK 2 minutes.
J.K. Rowling is
30 seconds.
a terrible writer. If you look at it more, like if you look at it closely from a fundamental perspective, that and the pure racism and lack of creativity when creating character names. No, you guys told me I have 30 seconds. I'm using my actor training. All right, let's go. Cho Che. What the fuck? That's 2 last names. That's fucked up and racist. I'm fine.
Track.
I'm an adult.
We get copyrighted for that.
You have to pull up Puffs and say the no Puffs is.
I know what Puffs is.
What's Puffs?
It's a Harry Potter spoof play that we did my junior year of high school, and it was my favorite.
Oh
play.
my God.
You can't tell me Hufflepuffs are fucking stoners.
They are.
Hey, I'm
No.
not a stoner.
You damn skippy we are. Sorry.
They're the closest.
You've never smoked weed a day in your life.
Okay. There's a reason their dormitory is the closest to the kitchen.
Yeah, because
It's literally
And, our head
Puff.
and the head of our house is the herbology professor.
I was about to tweet. I was going to say, who's coming in the door?
me.
Chris is just losing his fucking mind.
Like our head of our house is literally the teacher who teaches you about plants.
No, I bet you they have a fucking fucking
1,000%.
greenery.
1,000%.
I said almost definitely.
Oh yeah, no, because
And every Hufflepuff who gets sorted, oh, I'm not gonna do that as they leave.
It's like can't see. Just
What do you think? You don't know? They literally magic.
Books I've been looking at, I had to go to the Kindle library.
oh, good
There are
lord.
3.
Okay, book number 1. No one rides alone. No one rides for free. An extreme novella by Judith Sonnet. Never again. I ride. It's not even. It's not even that. It's just a fucked up book.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up book. Anybody who knows what the book is, it's a fucked up book.
Yeah.
Book number 2. Pastors Eat Pussy 2 by Quad Mill.
I'm sorry, what?
This book was just outrageous. What the fuck was the title of it?
The
I'm not repeating the title. You heard me the first
No, I
time.
didn't. I'm
Oh.
deaf.
Pastors?
Two.
Like as well.
Oh, I was
They
like,
do it as well.
sequel? The fuck?
No, there's not a sequel. Actually, there is a sequel. There's a sequel Pastors Eve asked to. And then Quan Mills also has a This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib trilogy. There's 3 of them.
God.
What can't hurt you, Andy?
Wait, can we talk about the movie where there's a pastor?
No.
Wait, no, it's a cool one. There's a pastor, and he's also a raptor, and he's fighting. Yes!
What?
The Lost
Before
Pastor.
we segue into that one, we have the last book, 8 Days for Salvation by Yolanda Olson. Put her on a watch list, please. That's the book where he fucks her eye socket.
How do you fuck somebody's eyes up?
You take their eyeball out and you stick your dick in it.
Is she dead? Wrong hole.
Wrong item in bang area. What the fuck?
Literally.
I know I told my
area.
That's what I was.
guys. I know
Wrong bagging area, wrong fucking store.
I tell my boyfriend doing a lot of weird shit, but that's.
Oh yeah.
What did I say?
We did agree on this. Chris.
Corner.
My defense. It's kind of
Go
related.
over to the corner.
I'm not going to the corner.
You get a pass.
I don't
that
wanna
was
move.
funny.
Oh, yeah, that book was fucked That's up. the
Do
one
y'all
time.
think that like if like someone has a glass eye, like they can just like do that sometimes?
No! Can we not?
I actually have something related.
Like they can pop that out? The glass eye collection?
Oh no, I do know follow somebody on TikTok. They do have a glass eye collection.
Guys, I do have something to say about that. So,
It's a trophy when you kill somebody with a glass eye.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
So I had a substitute teacher in high school, actually through all of my grade school. Love him. Shout out Monty. We call him Monty because his name was Montrose. No, we love Monty, but this man had a glass eye, right? He was substituting my bio class, and one of the students asked him, like, "Yeah, how does taking your eye out work?"
Me.
Yo, shoot your eye out, kid.
But
Not in a
so this man, I shit you not, looks at me because I was in the front and he liked me. Not like that.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Not like that. I was a good student,
Oh, okay.
and I hung out with his wife a lot. That's another story though. His wife was friends with my therapist. It's great. So he's like, "You, dead name," because I was not out at this point.
Sorry, I just saw pretty B-word earrings.
Oh, period. So he goes, "You, dead name. Can you run to Josie, the nurse? Can you run to her office and grab some contact solution?" I'm like, "Sure." So I scurry my way. I skip into her office. "Hey, Josie." And she's like, "What's up?" Sorry, I have ADHD. I'm really bad at telling stories, but deal with it. So I'm like, "Yeah, Monty needs contact solution." She's like, "Is he gonna take out his eye?" And I'm like, "I hope not." And then she gives me like a little dish of contact solution and is like, "Okay, bring that to him." I'm like, "Slay, thanks, Josie, love you." Best friend's mom. She's great. I go back to the classroom carrying my dish of eye contact solution. Monty goes, "You got it?" I'm like, "Yep." So I'm holding the dish out to him. This man pops out the eye and puts it into the dish while I'm still holding it. I am holding this man's glass eye. He goes, "You can touch it if you want." I'm like,
Oh no! No, thank you.
in retrospect, I shouldn't have touched it. But
It's not sterile.
I put a glove on.
I wouldn't touch it. Like,
Yeah, no, I was curious. So I put a glove on and I just poked it. And he's like, "Okay, go bring that to Josie. She'll properly clean it."
she'll probably clean it.
I said properly.
Why they said probably.
She'll probably
They
clean it.
probably
Could you imagine putting a dirty ass eyeball back in your face?
Well, she went and cleaned it.
No, but like, imagine if she didn't. Like, if it was like Hunter said, and it was like probably.
Well, it was in eye contact solution, so it was fine. But
Could
like,
you imagine just dropping your eyeball on the floor and then just being like,
That is an awful visual, and I hate that. But yeah, and then I watched this man.
Oh my
I'll
god.
take pop them out at night, put them in like a little glass.
Oh my god, maybe.
I watched this man put it back in, and then I went and vomited because absolutely not.
That was
Of course, people put glass
Wait,
slides
is
in
it like
before.
the one scene in A Corpse Bride where like the skeleton dude that has the banger of a song mid movie, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? The banger of the song, and he's just like his eyes like swooping around.
Oh, kind of. I
I have no clue what you're talking
A
about.
Corpse Bride, right? Okay. So one, my favorite movie is A Corpse Bride. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it because it's an amazing movie. But there's a scene, like the musical scene, where it's just like, da da, we all gotta go. You know the one.
Nobody knows what you're talking about, Chris. Not right now.
Well, we're gonna watch it later, and you have no choice.
This is our apartment.
what you're saying.
Okay, well,
I've seen it before.
it's a bomb ass musical sequence, and I'm gonna send it in the group chat. And I'm gonna give you a quiz.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna quiz you.
Please don't.
Okay.
Would you take my test?
But like it's
know what Sinjin Brownie is? That YouTube channel.
no, not.
That's
Is it
No.
drowning?
Yeah, Sinjin Brownie. One of the Roblox names, the username was "Would you take my test?"
Oh my god. Is anybody else on Joe Hong Xiao or Red Book or Red
Red
Note?
Note?
Yeah.
The little red book.
Yeah. One, it's so much chiller over there. But I saw a video where it was just this kid in China who was like, "Can you guys help me with my English homework?" And it was one, the vibes over there are immaculate. They're so polite.
Let's go.
And they can afford groceries.
With no food stamps.
Like,
It's beautiful over there.
and people don't care what you wear outside. You can go outside butt naked probably. And
No
one would give a shit.
gunshots.
No gunshots, that's another point. I can't leave though, because if I leave, the colonizers win and we can't have that.
Yo, it's the first episode.
I think we should probably.
For context, Chris is native.
Yeah.
Please explain
Yeah,
that.
so
For other context, Janisa is black.
Everybody say your race.
I'm Christopher. Yes, my name is kind of ironic now that I think about it. My dad made fun of me when I came out. He went, "The colonizer?" But hi, I'm Native American, specifically from the Cherokee tribe. Janisa.
I'm Janisa. I'm African American. Horribly black. And I hate it here something.
Did you say rating?
I hate it here.
What I do you, Pookie?
Not you. I'm talking about America.
That's fair.
I'm Kai. I'm just a lot of flavors of white.
A
Like,
lot of different flavors of vanilla.
yeah. There's like one say vanilla. But like, I'm just a lot of flavors of white.
You're not vanilla. I see
Hey.
your fucking shit.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm just a lot of flavors of white. Andy, crazy.
Hey guys, I'm Rhea. I am Latina, specifically Salvadoreña, Hondureña. If you don't know what that is, go look up at a map and find it's Salvador and Honduras. And two, it's not part of Mexico. If you say that, get out. Get out.
And we will figure
Salvador.
out.
Yeah! Woo!
El Salvadorian queen.
Yes!
El Salvadorian reina.
Yes! Yes! And Hondureña queen too. Okay, anyway, who's next?
Hi, I'm Hunter. I'm a whitey. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, male monkey. I don't know.
Okay, Coda, your turn. Okay, I'm Coda. I'm white. I'm Jewish, among other things.
Other thing.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
the one thing?
Italian.
I'm just this.
It's so ironic that Chris and Could by Emma.
Meanwhile, Emma's fucking default settings.
Well, she's a lesbian.
Not copy paste.
Not quite default settings.
You
I
changed
am-
one setting.
I did change only one setting. I heard Andy's comment earlier that Chris and Coda are lesbian. Wait, what? The one country I can trace my family back to,
Don't you say.
Germany.
45, 50.
And also, slight little fun, not so fun fact.
you say
Some family
No!
way back when were unfortunately
What is happening?
fighting for him.
She's German.
I'm German.
I'm German too, but
And I
my
have
family
family
were
from-
Nazis.
And I have family who
Oh, say.
I do one. Annie.
I do.
I have papers too. Honey.
We are legal. Gracias, gracias.
We are legal.
Yes. My mom came here from Salvador way back then, so did my dad from Honduras. So I'm legal. Stop singing that song.
No human is illegal on stolen land, motherfuckers.
You're right. Honestly, the only one who's legal here is Chris.
Woo!
Yay!
Could I technically be counted as legal?
You were forced here.
Yeah, you were forced.
Yay!
Okay, now what the fuck are we talking about?
Well, we were talking about that.
Can I talk about my favorite book?
65.
Oh,
Okay,
hold
guys.
on, hold on.
Hold on, I have a sound effect for this.
Hold on, I want to talk about my favorite book first.
You'll be able to hear it when you put this
Damn.
down.
No, 365 days.
Can I talk about the Bone Witch?
No.
We're past that, Chris. You should have talked about it earlier.
Okay.
Wow.
Last night. Wait, was the last
2 nights ago.
Friday.
No, we started that
Last
shit.
night.
We watched the first one on Monday.
We started. Oh my gosh, we did.
We started the first one Monday,
Started.
and then we finished the last two yesterday.
Podcast equipment should be harder to get than I
That's crazy.
I don't know.
No, because
Holy shit, I have like 5
know.
guns.
It's like, what are we doing?
En la verdad.
Be
I
true.
have like 5 guns. I can't say
Clap cheer.
I
Yeah.
don't know how many.
We talked about things and facts.
We state
Oh,
nothing
I
but
put 5 to the
facts.
first
365 days in the sexy ass man, even though I'm a lesbian, that is Massimo. Because
Wait, isn't that book about like, or movie about like kidnapping?
Yeah.
kind of.
Did he kidnap her? Yes. Would I let him kidnap me? Absolutely. Oh wait, I have a third mic we can use.
Oh wow. Anyway, this
What
is
the
what
fuck?
we're speaking about roommates. Roommates conclusion. He's a kind of Andrea. We literally stayed up so late.
I live here.
Grab that mic right there.
We stayed up until like 2 a.m. watching the second.
I actually don't live here, but it feels like I do.
You're like an honorary roommate.
Yeah.
I live a floor up.
Oh my god,
We just can't barge in
I
here
didn't know
anymore.
it was straight up. I thought I had just like a 2-edge cord. And I was like, weird.
Girl, what the fuck did you just say?
I didn't know that mic, like the cord was wrapped up, so I thought it had like a 2-inch cord.
Oh, okay. So the first movie,
Okay.
was pretty much to sum it up, it was sex. And to note that, Andrea looked away on all scenes.
Not surprising.
Not using
Oh.
my
As a lesbian, I am very happy with the amount of boobs.
Yeah. Yes. I saw so much boobage. She had great tits.
And he had such a good ass.
He did. I
Was
agree.
it full frontal?
Oh, it
No,
was
it
full
was-
frontal.
So
How
women,
big were the balls?
no, the man was not full frontal.
Oh, that's fucking boring.
Female, feminine though, you got full titties. We didn't see anything below the belt
Oh.
except for ass.
Well, that's not full frontal.
I said full titties. Excuse you.
Damn.
He just said full frontal.
Okay.
I thought you meant boobs.
Do y'all know
We
what
did
frontal means?
get full back though.
Frontal mates.
Full frontal means that you see fucking everything.
Yeah. Get full back.
I understand. So Massimo, he was very toxic, but
We love him
very
now.
sexy and hot.
She could have fixed him if he would have given her a chance.
He was willing to the last movie. He was willing to fix it for her. He was.
No, and she taught him how to be gentle like she first asked, and it killed me.
You know, I felt like if she would have tried harder, she could have fixed him. But at the same time, they're both very just stubborn.
Yes.
That was until the third one, though.
There's a third movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the three of them.
Stayed up. Okay, you need to
And then,
watch it.
and then they came over to my apartment afterwards because I made cookies.
Yes.
I thought
They
you
were
were
very good cookies.
They were very good.
I should have had you bring cookies.
I can't take credit for that. I'm not gonna say.
I should have had you bring cookies.
I only have 5 left.
Oh,
That's real.
I did eat like 5 of them, so.
I ate half of one.
The other person ate 3 for her breakfast this morning.
Okay, so the second movie.
I love my
Here comes Nacho.
fuck ass Nacho.
Nacho is so hot.
His great eyes.
I know he's
Oh my
from
God.
Spain, and they said Nacho. Like they couldn't come up with anything better.
The things I would let this man do.
Is it a raw next
Yes.
question?
It is further than raw. Next question.
How the fuck can it be further than that?
It is. Listen.
So when two people, the paint peels off the walls.
I don't know what that means.
Balls are shriveled.
That's foul.
I don't know what that means.
Why do I get put in the court for having an
Paint
opinion?
peels off the walls, and I can't walk.
Fucking until you're both fucking dry as hell. Fucking until it's the Sahara Desert.
Exactly.
Hunter's looking scared.
Are you okay on all of this? And she's very confused. All she knows is that these guys were really very nice.
She's a ghost from the wire.
If y'all want an acapella session, let us know. We would totally sing for you.
No, real.
I am a theater minor, so
Yeah, we're pretty
I'll be
good.
Alphaba.
I can't
hold on. Hold on. I have a grievous sin to admit. I'm a theater minor. I have never seen nor watched. Wait, I've never seen nor listened to Phantom of the Opera
Can't get the fuck out.
Are you serious? That's
Wait,
actually
what
one I've seen.
or Cats.
Wait, what was
Okay,
the second?
Cats look scary.
excuse
No, the second.
No one gets
It looks scary.
Fever Dream and
Wicked.
Okay, Cats is really fun to see high off your ass.
Chris, get the fuck out.
That looks scary.
Chris,
Oh my
you-
god, that's so
You're
scared.
scared.
My defense, for my studies, I am forced to read and listen to a lot more obscure shit, like Starlight Express, which is about trains. And you're on roller skates, and it's all about trains. And I don't, but the trains have feelings. It's weird.
My current obsession is Warriors, the new Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh my
Mine's
god.
Epic the Musical.
Epic. Yes.
If I had a nickel for every musical I'm obsessed with, where a Hispanic
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican man casted himself as the lead after writing a musical, I'd have 2 nickels.
This isn't love. That's where this happened twice, right?
Yes.
Now, Chris,
Guys.
back to you and Wicked. What's your excuse?
Yeah, why?
I have to read and listen to a very, very obscure thing.
Oh,
so
okay, so here's the tea, right? It's okay for you to not see Wicked. Because you have other things that you have to watch. But then when we have to read for sight,
it never piqued my interest.
Wicked is so good.
So good.
It's just
I've
not
cried
for me
twice.
personally.
We're in the longest intermission I've ever been in my life. It's a year-long intermission.
It's not for me personally.
And it is so traumatic, guys. If you're gonna watch it, just be
Be
prepared.
prepared.
And tell your friends, hey, we'll be over in like 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay,
Be prepared. You're gonna be emotionally distraught after.
I literally cried. I don't cry for people. People are not worth crying for, but I cried.
People are worth crying.
Don't watch it.
No. Some of us are worth crying for. That's
Although
so not
it
okay.
should end in a throuple. That's all I'm gonna
That's
say.
what I said.
All I'm saying is most
Yeah,
love
oh my
triangles
God.
can end in a throuple. Like
Can't do that. But it
Don't. I was about to spoil part of the movie.
Go for it.
Nacho. Not just hot.
They could let them kiss, but we couldn't have a throuple. Especially that if you've watched the movie, the scene where they both look at the camera.
I'm just saying they could have challenged her to sit up. They could have challenged her to sit up.
Exactly. The challengers can exist, but we couldn't get a throuple.
I'm just saying, most romantic problems would be solved if we as a society were ready to handle polyamorous relationships more and have the conversation with partners.
Yes.
We're going to wrap it up. Thank you for coming to our podcast.
Wrap it up.
This is Coda.
This is Emma.
This is Christy.
This is Janisa.
This is Andrea.
And this is Kai. You thought this was a normal podcast? Signing out.
You're wrong.
Have a nice day.